It was good, everybody. How you doing? What's up, Shaddy?
What up?
Yo, Geek, I thought you were with your girl. You're streaming, yay. This is the best day of my life. Nope, I'm his biggest fan. Yo, I hate all of you so much right now. What's good? Yo, we're doing the podcast today, and we're gonna start with the Zack Snyder cut. And I think maybe if we do have time, we'll probably talk about the Superman and Lois episode. Did we
Oh, and
use
Falcon and the Winter
and
Soldier
the
had a
Falcon and
lot
the
of
Winter
deep
Soldier?
thread.
By the way, I'm gonna do a I don't know how I'm gonna work it out yet because I have to see how to record the some of the clips from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, especially when he's talking to what's his name? Last name Bradley? Isaiah?
Yeah,
Isaiah Bradley. Because the way that Falcon looks at him and the way that he said, like, I spent 30 years in jail because of what they did to me, the experiments they done, it cuts to Falcon and he's just like terrified of like him telling him that it's just like I completely I felt shocked the way he said it too. Damn. And how much racism is involved in this episode and the whole show really. And it starts out with the first episode too. And the mental health with Bucky, it's a really good show.
yeah. I've been very getting emo in most of these episodes. Really, like there was in WandaVision, I felt there was a sense of excitement in every single episode, and I wanted to see what was up. But now it's like you can't help but dive into the like the emotions that these characters are like showing off. There's a lot of like character in all these in each and every single character that's written here, and you know, I mean, we saw a lot of that through Vision and how he grew up, how he's grown, as an android. But here, like all these characters are kind of showing like their sides and a more in depth. So honestly, I'm looking forward to all the other episodes. I want to see
Yeah.
some more.
The show looks like it's a completely different show from WandaVision.
Yeah.
Because that involved with her mental health also, but it also involved with her magic and us finding out like there's more to this than just what we saw in Civil War, what we saw in Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange did touch on like the idea of multiverses, even when he said it in Infinity War, where he's like or even in Endgame where it was different timelines, and then when he said it, I saw 14 million ways and so on of how this can end, but we only win in one way. So then that touched on that and how she brought in Evan Peters into the show, her kids, who Agatha Harkness is, and Winter Soldier, Soldier, basically kind of like grounded us again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're on Earth. We're not out like in the universe. We're not dealing with robots. We're not dealing with magic and anything. It's very grounded. And
Yeah,
on the second episode, it really showed us how grounded it was when Sam Wilson was like getting stopped by the cops. And
yeah,
that like really bothered me.
yeah,
Like, yo, is this guy bothering you? And then he's like, no, he's not. Like, you could see Bucky getting frustrated at the situation while
yeah.
he's trying to have a conversation with him. It's like these dudes need to get out of the way, but they still like try to interfere. And then it takes a person. It was like, oh, because he was famous,
Yeah.
which kind of drives me. Which the funny thing is, um, there was a stand up when Dave Chappelle in uh, um, 8 minutes and 8 minutes and 24 seconds. He said that he got stopped by the cops, and because he was Dave Chappelle, he let him go. The day
Oh
later,
yeah.
that same cop shot a black guy at a store, and the guy was because they said he had a gun when in reality he didn't. He was just shopping for his kids. So it's like this made me think that it was the other cop to tell him like he's an Avenger for him to actually stop and say, "Oh, I didn't recognize you with the suit."
On top of that, he had his gun. I mean, he had his hand on his holster.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that showed like, hello. It's a real world thing. And even in the comics, because I wrote about this. It was the comic Captain America. What's it called? Like semicolon, not semicolon. The other one. Oh, whatever. Sam Wilson number 18. There's a guy named, I believe his name is Rage, and he said, and he there's a big thing about cops, and it's called Americops, Americorps, whatever it's called. But it's basically about Black Lives Matter,
Yeah.
and how he even said that, sometimes when Sam Wilson was protesting against, white and the disparities between white people and black people, and the whole thing about cops arresting and police brutality and everything, that there was a time where Steve Rogers even bailed him out of jail because of that,
Yeah.
because he was protesting it. So it's kind of like, and then people I be seeing on TikTok where they're like, there's no room for racism. They don't do this in the comics and everything like that. I'm like, you don't even read the comics to even understand that they use real world issues to talk about this, and like to show and to tell the readers and to like basically explain to them, like, this is kind of going on, and we're gonna do a story about it, and we're gonna like educate you in a way. Because you know what, you might not be educated elsewhere.
Yeah, Isaiah Bradley. He ended up going to the Black Panther and Storm's wedding, and the only people that recognized him was like Luke Cage, Triathlon, Falcon, Goliath, Pulsar, and even people that actually worshipped him was like Richard Pryor, Muhammad Ali, Nelson Mandela, Colin Powell, Malcolm X, all these people. And people like Wolverine didn't even know who this man was.
And it's crazy because Wolverine was a big thing with Captain America.
Yeah. Which means it's like after Captain America was lost, there's like they decided that they could use the super soldier serum to create all these people, which kind of brings me to it, because it seems that in Incredible Hulk, they tried to use the super soldier serum to create Abomination, but there was no success. Which now you could see that there was a lot of success before that, even in between Steve Rogers and the creation of the Abomination. That Isaiah Bradley was a super soldier as well, in like around that time.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of success. It wasn't only Steve Rogers that was successful.
Yeah.
And taking in the super soldier serum. After that, people try to recreate it, but it weren't success. Look at Abomination. He was created by Thunderbolt, whatever his name is,
General Ross,
General Thunderbolt Ross, and he created Abomination in the MCU by using the super soldier serum, which didn't work.
Yeah. Misty, I don't think so. I am. Yo, y'all fighting over me? Chill. Shaddy. Yo, this motherfucker Joey forgot to show us his Funko Pops. He was saying, we were talking about that before we were going to start the podcast. What'd you say again?
For me?
Yeah, about the Funko Pops.
Yeah, I wanted to do something because most of those Funko Pops are like movie versions of them. Like I have The Shining, with Jack Nicholson shining, his wife and his kid. So I was having an idea to use them while putting the dialogue from the movie in with the characters, instead of just like, hey, this is what I have. And instead of, being that obsessed girl with the makeup, I'd rather do something, interesting with the Funko Pops.
So you heard it here.
I have some Pokemon there too. I'll do the whole how choose you if you want to. Gotta catch them all.
We'll see how that goes. But yeah, like I said, this Winter Soldier and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it's really good. And it's not just like theorizing, it's also like, because we saw even with WandaVision, like everybody was theorizing like who was gonna be part of this, who's behind everything. And this one, it's more of a, okay, so it's grounded. We don't like Captain America. It's bringing other characters from the MCU that we haven't heard of, but we know from comics, and it's just more grounded, and I like it. Because it kind of takes like a breather out of everything that we've seen so far, especially from Endgame. So I like that. Did I see the winter? Oh, I saw it. Did you see the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Funko Pop?
I haven't seen some of them yet. I haven't seen them pop because I have them on my Instagram, so I haven't seen anything. I've seen a lot of the WandaVision stuff, but
Yeah.
nothing on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier just yet.
Did you see? Did they come out with the White Vision one?
Yeah,
Oh wow. Okay. Oh yeah,
they
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah. I think yeah.
I think that was special for another. You know how they do exclusives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll probably be.
7-Eleven is doing exclusives soon. They have the first one is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, I might get that because I like Stone Cold.
Yeah,
Give
but
me
the
a
thing
hell
is, it's
yeah.
like I've gone into a lot of 7-Elevens and I haven't seen one.
Yeah,
The
me neither.
last actually I went to a 7-Eleven. They did have Funko Pops, but it was actually because with the pandemic they had nurses Funkos like nurse something doctor something, and they had like the mask and everything looking like nurses and doctors.
You should have a
So,
House MD one. Get a house with a crane. That'd be cool. You get a
check out
Wilson one.
also if you ever get the chance to have a huge Funko Pop section in FAO Schwartz in Rockefeller Center. They had
He's from San Diego, California. He ain't coming here.
oh, well, whatever. I mean, he could travel here. Flights are mad cheap these days now.
That is true.
Like,
It's 150 to go to Texas. Not bad.
yeah,
Round trip,
it's
I think.
expensive now because of the spring break.
That
There
too.
was some plans between me and my girl to go to Florida for a week, and then we realized Disney's like sold out. There's no reason to go over there except like to chill out at
I heard Orlando's better to go to than Disney. So maybe you want to revisit that.
actually in Japan they did the Super Mario World theme park. They're bringing it over here to United States to Universal Studios.
Wait,
They're
tap your microphone. Okay, I could hear you. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it? No, it's fine. But yeah. Okay, so let's dive into the Justice League because I think we weren't supposed to talk about the Winter Soldier, but we did. It's fine.
No, it's fine. I mean, we got it out of the way. Then we get into Justice League, get into
Yeah.
so Marvel, DC, because we're gonna talk about some Superman and Lois.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. He said the Funko Pops I'm trying to get is mostly Carnage and the Upside Down Spider-Man. Yeah, I told him about the Upside Down Spider-Man. That was the thing, right?
What?
Where he's kissing Mary Jane. That was a Funko Pop. I'm pretty sure that was a Funko Pop.
I wouldn't be so because they're doing a lot of the movie ones, so
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised that's one of them. Like
Yeah,
they
but
have
there is an Upside Down Spider-Man. I know that.
yeah. I like the Spider Verse one, the one from the Miles Morales ones were really cool from the video game.
Hmm.
Those looked cool. I wouldn't have mind getting them, but I'm very specific of which characters I get.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's talk about it. The big one, the 4 hour and 10 minute one. Where to start? It was so much better than what we saw in 2017, man. It's been 5 years of seeing unedited and then re-edited. I mean, barely re-edited, but just better CGI. I think, in my perspective, there was so much more storytelling that we lost with that 2017 that we didn't see.
Yeah.
Ray Fisher again underrated as hell as Cyborg, and there were so many lines, and the dynamic between him and his father was
Yeah.
huge, and what we missed, it was just like so disappointing. Especially, did we even see him listening to the videotape at all in 2017?
Nothing.
No, we didn't get that.
Yeah, we only got a glimpse of his father.
And
He
we didn't
didn't
even
die.
he didn't even sacrifice himself in that one. Yeah.
No, he didn't. And that sacrifice meant a lot because it was to signal where the hell to find the other mother boxes.
Yeah. And the moment with Flash, we didn't get to see that with Iris. And I think it was done so well. I loved it. The music that they played, it was like, huh? But then I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it what they're doing. And the way that he just moves and destroys his shoes, and he's just walking slowly with the mirror, with the glass door. Oh man, I don't know. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, every single scene was they did a hell of a good job, like really showing us all these things. We got a little bit more interaction between him and his father, um, and we didn't get that stupid right with your face with the marker thing that I didn't enjoy. I mean, they try to make him like very comedic, but it was like even in the Snyder cut they kept some of those scenes, but he was serious when it needed to be. And I actually enjoyed the fact that when they were going to bring the resurrect Superman, that it wasn't just it wasn't a fight between Wonder Woman and Batman saying like, oh, we shouldn't do this, why should we do this, blah blah blah. But it was like they thought about it together, they
Oh
worked
yeah,
together.
yeah, yeah. It
This
was a
was a
bit.
team effort, you know. It wasn't somebody saying I don't know, or this Pet Cemetery Easter egg that was meant thrown there. But yeah, I really enjoyed that scene when they were all working together and they said, I don't want to, it's like I know I'm thinking it, I don't want to say it first. Let's And then all of a sudden the hologram of Superman appears on it, and I was like,
Ah, that's so
oh,
good.
they're gonna
Like,
bring him back. Like I even said that in Justice League, the Joss Whedon version, but here it felt like there was more to it.
yeah.
Like they're gonna bring him back, like we saw like almost 3 hours of it. No Superman. We got all this great backstory. We got a lot of the Flash. We got more conversation between Aquaman and him seeing going to Atlantis and all these things. And then the Superman dialogue was him bringing up Superman and was great. Like just those few out that last hour of just Superman appearing was great.
Yo, motherfucker, I went to the Disney store and they didn't have anything and they were closed the next day. And no, they did not have the Spider Man Kissing Mary Jane. Oh, by the way, Jose, I found the Upside Down Spider Man Funko on Amazon, but it's like $53. God damn.
Yeah, I know. That means it's hard to find.
Yeah,
Very
Jesus
difficult to find.
Christ.
For example,
Um,
I wanted to get since I ended up buying The Shining, I had Jack Torrance, which is Jack Nicholson, his wife, and the boy, and they have the ones with the twins that appear in the hallway, and I
right.
saw it on Amazon for I think 50 something maybe. It goes up by half the time. I'm trying to see if I can find a cheaper price. I really wanted those twins, but they were exclusive for they were not exclusive to Amazon. They were exclusive to something else, and I wanted to get those.
Hmm. Um, damn it, I had something on my mind when you were talking about Aquaman. It was really weird when he goes into the water and he's talking to Bruce Wayne. He goes into the water and then that girl just starts singing out of nowhere. I was like, I think that was the weirdest part of the movie where you could have just montaged that. I think I talked to you about that. They could have just made it into a montage or
Actually,
something, some sort.
what I was waiting for is when that girl was smelling the sweater. I was waiting for one of the other girls, like, "That's mine, bitch. Let me get this," and just to have them fight and like just to rip the sweater apart because it was kind of weird that she started smelling the sweater, and I was like,
Yeah, that too.
"It's like he's always in the ocean. When does he have time for cologne?"
I looked at my girl and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "Oh, this is this type of movie? Okay, we
Yeah,
gonna have some."
that scene kind of threw me off. I was like, I don't know what you were thinking, Snyder, but okay. At least it wasn't like a long, situation where it was like, this is really awkward.
And there was a lot of vocals in this, the lamentation every single time we saw Wonder Woman, and the subtitles you just see vocal lamentations, and then ready
Yeah,
for
I
fucking
know.
battle. It
People were
was.
kind of little iffy about that because they were like, bring our Wonder Woman theme song back.
I
I was
like
like,
both. I don't know. I like both. I like the rock, and then I like the lamentation. So I thought both were good. Look at your phone. No work. No notification. Motherfucker, I'm doing a podcast. I ain't got time for a phone. Um, but yeah, that was good. What else? The whole thing with Mara, with the accent. The what?
look, I honestly, I didn't mind. I felt that it was not
Nobody
that it was
catched
more
it. Nobody.
authentic. I felt that she was a better actress with it. I
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
I felt like she was a better actress with it. I felt like she was more believable when she was having the conversations, because when I was thinking about how she was using the same dialogue as with the American, I was like, I didn't feel like there was authenticity there. Like I felt like she didn't like what she was saying, she didn't feel it. But with the British accent, I think it was very good.
No, I agree
But
with
then,
you.
with the Aquaman movie, I felt like the
Does she have an
Joss
accent?
Whedon version became canon,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
also that changed the accent in the Aquaman film and all that stuff.
Yeah,
But
it's unfortunate.
let's see.
Or maybe that's why nobody really cared, well,
Even
now the
Zack
stupid,
Snyder admitted it, though. Even
but
Zack Snyder admitted it, saying that Joss Whedon's is canon because it altered most of the other films after it.
if they can and they cannot. I mean, they could just be like, let's just work on this little edit. They could edit the black suit in Shazam, and they could just say, "Oh, she does have an accent now. F it," you know. Like, who cares? They did it with WandaVision. After the end, when she's done with everything in the last episode, she didn't even have an accent. She had an American accent. Nobody noticed. Nobody even talked about it on anywhere. So that's a one
Yeah,
big thing.
nobody. Yeah, those little things. Nobody really talks about it. But I mean, if it was a DC movie, they would have blown it out of
Like,
proportion.
yeah, I was just like,
But
that's
that's
stupid.
just let it be. I remember when the whole Bane accent, they had to alter his voice to be a little bit louder because he couldn't really speak through the mask that well. When what film was in the IMAX that they showed only that scene? Because they did it once. I know when I Am Legend first came out, they showed the robbery scene of the Dark Knight, and then in the Dark Knight Rises, it also appeared. The beginning appeared in one of the other films. I don't know if it was I don't know what other film was it.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, when they showed that film, everybody was saying like Bane's voice, we can't hear it. It sounds weird. So they had to like sort of raise his voice louder so everybody could understand.
Was it a Harry Potter movie?
I don't know. It could have been a Warner Brothers movie, but I don't know about Harry Potter. But
Hmm.
yeah, they that also bothered them. I think it was a Tom Cruise film. I don't know if it was a Mission
Impossible
Impossible.
or Ghost Protocol?
Yeah, one of
That's
those.
probably Ghost Protocol.
Yes, so it also, everybody was complaining about it. Which I think it was I understood it, because even when people were filming, like on their cameras in the theater, it was like, yeah, I don't understand him either. But then again, the phone is really not capable of capturing everything.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so I didn't understand him either. But when you get to see the film, you understand him a little bit more.
I like the that Christian Bale's voice and then his own trilogy is need subtitles.
It was just some moments when he was screaming. That was the only parts. But there was the
But boy, did
like
it have
when
memes.
he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go find my car. I got mine, and then you hear him, but the conversation between him and when Rachel in the subway was fine to me. It didn't bother me.
Oh yeah, that one was fine. That was the only a scene that I did understand him in where I didn't need it. But everything else, especially when he's talking to the Joker,
It's like, I like to shake the cage, to get things moving. You know,
um, yeah, I don't know. When I watch it now, I need subtitles. Especially, I'm getting old and I don't like loud stuff, and I can't even understand this guy.
yo, I kid you not, you should watch Batman Begins in Spanish.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. I was it was one day ago. I was like, I told my dad he didn't understand a word of English, so I was like, "You want to see Batman?" So I put Batman Begins in Spanish, and I was like, "Oh my god, it sounds way better."
Oh yeah.
It was really good. I felt like I like how they usually alter certain dialogues so it could, like sometimes certain Spanish dialogues is not the same as in English. It
Right.
sounds weirder. And I was like, I don't know. But the scene when he's having a conversation with Rachel in Spanish felt more like, okay, this makes sense, like he would say.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was kind of interesting. There was some scenes there I was like, I actually like this in Spanish.
No es que soy el abajo de la máscara, es lo que yo hago.
Yeah.
Um, what else is there? So the whole thing with, oh, okay. So what are we skipping on this one? Where do you want to start? Because we kind of
From
went
Justice League.
right. Yeah.
Well, there's very there's a scene particular. There's a very emotional conversation between Martha and Lois Lane. They're having a conversation, a coffee drink, and they're talking about how she needs to sort of go back to work and work on and get out there again. And
Before you start that, but I need you to explain to me because I don't know how this fits. Because my girl was telling me and asking me like, okay, but why did he do that? You know, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know why he did that. Why did he do that? Go on.
and then
Okay, got you, Shaddy. I got you.
in the end, they say their goodbyes and their farewells, and all of a sudden, Martha starts sporting some red eyes, and then she shapeshifts into Martian Manhunter. And then after he transforms into until it Martha transforms into Martian Manhunter, Martian Manhunter transforms into the character that he was portraying in Man of Steel.
General something,
Was it General Schwab or something?
something like that.
Yeah, it was General Schwab, SAWAB, something like that, Schwab. And I think it was probably General Schwab's feeling towards the situation. I don't think it was like it was. I felt like it was he knew more what was going on with the whole situation because he was even helping her in Batman versus Superman. When you start thinking about it, he was there to try to help her out, to try to do the investigation of what was going on during that time, because there was a lot of sketchy shit that was happening that Lois was trying to investigate, and only General Schwab was helping her out. You know.
I want to go back to Man of Steel and see if there's anything that we missed with that character.
Mm.
And I want to see if because what's his name? Superman.
There's throughout the entire Snyder series, there's so many Easter eggs that he's thrown at us, but we never get to see we'll never see the light of day of any of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of sucks because we had Ferris, what's her name? Man, I'm drawing a blank on most of these characters. Hal Jordan's girlfriend, Ferris.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, she was one of the
Star or something.
yeah, she was one of the characters in Man of Steel. She was the one that was at the end saying that I think he's kind of hot
Yeah.
in the Man of Steel. So there was a lot of stuff that he was throwing at us that we never got to see. Like he said that it was Aquaman who saved Superman when in the scene when the oil thing came apart. And he was saying that word of mouth. It's like we didn't see it. We saw
Right.
whales. It could have been possible, and anyone could believe it. But it's and I don't think he hinted us at General Schwab actually being Martian Manhunter.
I don't
Even
know.
though I think he must have had that plan for a while now,
Mm.
because little by little things started to come into play with the storyline, and we only get to see him for a couple of minutes in Batman versus Superman.
That's true.
You know,
I wonder if like Superman ever X-rayed him and just like smirked, and then we were like, I was like, why you just smirk? But I don't know. That was one scene where I don't know why he did that though, because he was trying to
I don't know.
protect Lois.
I just think he needed to motivate her, and I guess Martha was the only person that he could transform into to sort of motivate her to keep on going.
Hmm.
It's like because he was like the world needs you too,
Mhm.
you know, because she
Yeah.
was, she was the top reporter. She was the one that was always there doing what was, for letting everyone know that what was going on in the world. She didn't, even in Superman and Lois, she's like making sure she wants to freaking throw Morgan Edge into the dirt.
Right.
Like she really wants to like knock that dude down, and he's sketchy, and no one wants to believe it. But her car was exploded. A lot of people died. There was a whole bunch of supers coming out of nowhere. So it's like, something's up. And Lois never backs down on anything. And that's what's great. That any of the Loises we have seen throughout every single Superman cartoon and movie, she's never backed down on anything.
That
And I
is true.
guess, having someone like him transforming into Martha to sort of drive him is good, because it's like, you know, between the lines, it's like, you know, my son would want you out there too, you know. I mean, he fell in love with her because of who she is and what she fights for.
I guess this is like the weakest side we've ever basically seen her though in the well, I mean, well, in the comics we see her like that, especially in the death of Superman.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
think that's the only time. I'm trying to think. Well, mm, what I didn't like about Zack Snyder's one thing about one character was kind of like Jimmy Olsen.
yeah.
That
That, yeah.
that's
Oh well.
that's
I mean, rest in peace. But what are you gonna do? I didn't care, because every single Jimmy Olsen was like, "Hey, White, hey, what's going on?" And he's got that bow tie, the camera.
but they had the guy that was there. The guy that played Jimmy Olsen in 1978 was there. He was a cop. When they were when Superman was resurrected, he was that old cop.
Hmm. He was also in Superman. I don't know if it's the same actor, but somebody that played Jimmy Olsen was also in Superman Returns. He was a bartender in the scene where
Oh yeah, yeah,
Henry
yeah, that was
robs
him. Yeah,
Superman. Yeah, yeah. He also had the freak. He was sporting a bow tie too. I mean,
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Who was the guy that plays Jimmy Olsen in that one?
oh damn. I know who it is. He was in Let me see.
But wasn't he in something
He was
else?
in Being Human. He was in Fanboys. He was also in that stupid another teen movie. His name is
It's gonna bother me.
Sam Huntington.
Hmm.
Yes.
What else was he in? Anyways, hold up. Shaddy wanted me to show you something. What is this?
Another meme. Am I a
No,
meme?
no, it's a
No,
Funko Pop.
not yet. Put me with a turban. No.
Don't know
Ooh,
if you
that's
can
a sexy
see that.
Superman. Nice.
Yeah. So
Did he get the
it's
80-year anniversary Spider-Man one?
I don't know if he did. Did you get it, Shaddy?
80-year anniversary?
Probably did.
In the back, it has the comic book when he first came out, the Amazing Fantasies. It shows in the back. It was during the 80-year anniversary of some of the Marvel. So they started
Shad
coming out with Funkos, Pops.
Shaddy, where did you send me those pictures of your Funkos, bro? I can't remember, and I was gonna try to show Joey. You can't send it to me again. What else was I gonna tell you? So yeah, the Jimmy Olsen. They kept the Superman fighting the Justice League, which was really done well. I felt like they added, or we saw something that we didn't see in the other one, but brute savagery of everything. He didn't say Lois is the key. Lois was the key after all. Like that was the last thing. What he say in the Joss Whedon one? Oh,
Lois and
she
the
was the
Key was in the
secret.
Batman versus Superman when he first appears. When Flash first appears, and he comes in through like a portal. and he says Lois is the key.
No. Because in Zack Snyder, in the Joss Whedon one, he says after Lois comes in, he's like, yes, she was the last resort or something like that.
Oh
He
yeah,
says that. He says that.
yes, that's right, because she wasn't, the way Joss Whedon made it was that Batman was bringing her in to stop him from from going nuts on them. But here was like she saw him in the sky and she ran right away, which what a girlfriend would do if you haven't seen your dead freaking boyfriend after so long and he appears. You would run and see what the hell is going on, and if that's him, eventually that sort of made more sense. Even though bringing her along was sort of in the Joss Whedon version also made sense. It made it seem like Batman was smart to know what he was going to do. Like, it's like, this is my plan, this is what I'm going to do if this doesn't work,
Right.
you know. But then the also that bleed, do you bleed thing was removed, which was great, because
Oh yeah,
honestly,
you're right.
yeah, he didn't pick him up and he says, you won't let me live, you won't let me die, do you bleed,
Mm-hmm.
and that was removed, which is funny because that's the only oh from the Joss Whedon movie that we get from every fan when they see that film.
Yeah, my favorite is when Superman just turns around and sees a Flash. That's my favorite scene.
And I honestly, I'm glad that that was Snyder's. I'm glad
Yeah,
that was Snyder's. It felt really, it was really cool.
that was good. That was like, this is how OP Superman is, even though Flash is quicker because he was dodging everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says, "Oh shoot, I was just talking to someone about buying the 80 year Spider-Man, but he doesn't have it. He has the 80-year Deadpool one."
No, I got the Spider-Man. I didn't get the Deadpool because I felt like it looked like one of the old ones. Like when Funko Pops first started. Like it had the bulky legs and the bulky arms. Like it was like, now they look like they're more refined and more defined in the way they're designed. But back then, if you look at all the old ones, like the beginning, the first Funko Pops, they were all bulky, like in certain, and that's how Deadpool looks. That's why I never got it.
Hmm.
I do have the 80-year anniversary of Wolverine, which he had. It shows in the back his first appearance in comic book the incredible, in when he appeared in Incredible Hulk, when he had the two lines and the small ears. And I also have the original X-Men as well. I have all what was it, 5 of them? 4. Angel, Iceman, Beast, Jean Grey, and Cyclops. So yeah, all 5 of them with the yellow and blue suits.
Jesus.
And
Uh,
various times I've also seen the Black Widow first appearance Funko for 80 years, which she had a blue suit instead of the usual black and red.
not
It's
bad.
weird, but that's I've seen it. And the Namor, I've seen that one too.
Tell him I have the
And the
metallic
first Human
one.
Torch.
So he has the metallic Deadpool one.
Mm.
He said he'll send it to me. All right, send it to me. I'll show him. Um, Dude, I just thought of something. Did he never mention? Did Batman never? Hold up. There's a fire truck passing by. Okay. Did he ever mention that when they were going to resurrect Superman, that something bad might have happened? No, right?
No, that talk didn't even come up.
Because that would have been funny, and that would have been a good Easter egg for Jason Todd.
Hmm.
Because if Jason Todd were to be resurrected, because we did see that the 3 bullets to Jason to the Robin costume,
Yeah.
and then bringing him back. But then again, we did get at the end of the whole thing of like sending Robin to do a man's work thing Easter egg.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know about that one. But it's interesting that he didn't say anything about bringing somebody back and how it could totally mess up their mind or anything like that. So this is the first thing for him. Maybe.
Yeah, that it was going to alter his mind because I guess it could have, the it could have affected him.
I'm
But the
yawning
thing
and having
is that the
hiccups.
one thing that Cyborg mentioned that fixed the whole thing up was the fact that he said, no, these boxes are not evil or they're not good. They just do whatever the person who wields it does. Like there's it's it's not evil at all. And that was good to know because it added more depth to what, bringing him back.
Right.
Because in the movie, in the Joss Whedon version, that wasn't mentioned at all. There was just like, we're gonna bring him back, we're gonna use this, and I was like, but no one really specifically spoke about what the mother box does and what it's capable of doing. So
It's
he
kind of
add,
like dumbing the moviegoer. We
yeah,
didn't basically thought, they're dumb. Might as well
like
just do it.
Snyder had more story to tell.
Yeah.
And the thing is that he adds a lot of story to it. And even in the Batman versus Superman, the extended cut, there was a lot of stuff that if you see the regular movie, it's like, I don't know why Clark Kent is going after Bruce Wayne or going after Batman. But then when you see the director's cut, you see, now I understand why he's going
Right.
after him,
And then why Bruce Wayne goes after Superman in a harsher way.
because
Yeah.
we get it from the very beginning why he wanted to go after
All right.
Superman.
And we didn't
Yeah.
get that in the theatrical release.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says this is the one. Can't focus it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I was thinking about getting it because I was also getting the 80-year anniversary. I'm gonna get the Normer as well.
And then he
seen
has
it.
the 80 years in the back.
Yeah,
Comic, yeah.
it shows the first issue of it.
The first. But yeah, that's my thing about that whole thing sequence. Then we move on to where do we move on to this? How he comes in, black suit. There's an escape pod in his ship that has been opened. Supergirl, of course. So that is already introduction to where we're gonna see Supergirl in the Flash movie, which I don't know how that's gonna work. So more to come on that.
They casted somebody else, and it's a Spanish kid named Rudy Mancuso. He does a lot of before he used to do just a lot of YouTube stuff, and he got big from it. He started doing so he's casted in the film, but they didn't say who. And I kept thinking, are we gonna get a new Cisco?
Nah, what if we get Monel?
I don't know. I wouldn't be
Because
surprised.
he's apparently he's canon in Supergirl, which I was like surprised to notice because I was like, wait, did they just bring up Monel? Like, how the hell did they bring up Monel?
Yeah, and he wasn't even as good as I don't know.
They literally just killed him off, like after a season or something. He was useless after that. I was like, wow, why do you bring Kryptonians and then just like kill him off like that easily? They kind of did that with Smallville too.
Again, I would also be surprised if they end up bringing Vibe in.
Yeah, but they could bring him in. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that coming in. Cisco, yeah.
That'd be good. He's a Spanish dude, but so it's like, get the characters in.
Or you might want to go not the Cisco way and bring in Jaime Reyes. Because he's a kid, Flash's kid, kind of. I mean,
it's true because there's talks that they're gonna do a Blue Beetle.
I just thought of that,
but I don't know if they found their Blue Beetle. That's the thing.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking maybe Blue Beetle if it's not Cisco. That'd be a good matchup. Plus, he's like, I mean, if he's a good actor and they like him,
and also Michael Keaton hasn't said yes yet.
Oh, really?
He hasn't. He said that because of this COVID thing and what's going on, he hasn't. People have been putting it out there that we got him. They got him. But it was like the truth is, he said it. He's like, I've he hasn't said yes yet. There's
Mm.
still so much going on right now. He doesn't feel safe to just go out there and start playing, go and do the
Well,
character.
Ben Affleck said that he wants to come back after the Zack Snyder movie.
And also, right now with every I don't know. They said The Rock just said that he was gonna giving us some news about Black Adam, but I don't know what. So
When?
he said it on his Instagram today, saying that he's gonna bring out some news on Black Adam. I don't know
Yep.
if it's a trailer or new character popping up, but also there's it said, and I don't know if this is true or not, or it was eliminated, but Henry Cavill still had one more appearance left for to be in a DC movie.
Oh,
They
he
said
wanted to
it's
come
still
back.
in his contract. This is not including Snyder Cut. It's still in one part in his contract.
Word on the street is that Black Adam himself will be making an announcement today. Let's see what he has in store, in the hierarchy power in the DC universe is about to change. Stay tuned. So today,
Because there was talks that they wanted Henry Cavill to appear in Black Adam.
Black Adam is coming out July 29, 2002.
And right now, Rock is throwing, Dwayne Johnson is throwing money at it. So right now he could, and if he's producing, he could bring Henry Cavill if he feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
I mean, he was having lunch
yeah,
with him the other day.
you know what's also funny? Henry Cavill's agent
It's the
is
same guy as him. Is
no,
with him.
it's she. It's a she. She was
Oh.
the ex-wife of freaking The Rock.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they were the same agent. Okay, never mind. I was wrong about
So
that.
it's like I wouldn't be surprised if she gets him to play the role, at least for this film.
That'd
I
be
want to see them battle it out. That would be freaking fantastic to
that'd
see
be
that happen.
great. Just see the Black Adam, Shazam, and Superman movie in like live action. That'd be great.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my god. He says,
With
does
the-
he have the 80 years Spider-Man with the wingsuit? Do you have that?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, he does.
1 second.
I was about to show you, man. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Yo, Shaddy, the Holly Point one though. And for listeners that are listening, he is going to get the Funko Pop, and it's just me on the screen. That's why it's a little bit silent. Oh, he's getting you just not one, but three, my guy. It's showing the wingsuit. Noise, 593. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and Walgreen exclusives. Better Ray
Walgreens. Better Bay Real. What, he has a door? The hammer? Oh yeah, he does. He
Yeah.
does.
And
With
Adam
Mjolnir.
Warlock.
Ooh.
The gauntlet.
Wow, it is really Walgreens. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They pay Funko Pop for this stuff, right?
I believe so.
And then they buy it. Wow, that's pretty good. And we're gonna get Christian Bale's as Adam Warlock. I mean, Better Ray Bill.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. They haven't mentioned it yet. And then also, how can they make a hero look cool?
Oh no!
That has
He's
a horse
Gore.
face.
He's Gore the Butcher, the God
Yeah.
Butcher. I'm sorry, I'm totally wrong. What'd you say?
That how are they gonna make Better Ray Bill look cool and not look scary? Like I could see Ghost Rider. You expect him to be demon like because the devil gives him disabilities. But Better Ray Bill's a horse face. It's scary as hell. Like you have to like sort of make him in a way that he looks like he looks like heroic, like all the characters look cool, all the heroes look cool, all the villains look cool. They have a certain type of cool. But it's like for Better Ray Bill to be designed, he has to look a certain way that he doesn't look like an actual horse. Like, I don't know. It's just, if they do design him, I hope they design him well.
You know, I forgot what Funko Pop I was watching. I was because I was like streaming, and Shaddy was in the stream. Yo, Shaddy, what Funko Pop was the weirdest one we looked at? I think it was Goofy. If you look at Goofy's Funko Pop, because Beta Ray Bill is pretty scary as it is right now, but Goofy's Funko Pop is the scariest shit, and it will give you nightmares. Show
They
him.
even have a Funko Pop of Galactus, right? But it's a large Galactus, and he's having Silver Surfer in his hand.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
they have that. I want that.
Yeah,
That one
and I
looks
wanted
cool
that
as
too, and it
hell.
was a large one. I think it was a certain inch, so it's like really small. But I
Oh
only
yeah.
have a small Galactus. Small Silver
Oh, you have
Surfer.
a small Galactus, bro?
Yeah.
And got everything, man. See, that one I would get. That one, him holding a Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Clean my keyboard because I have time.
Small Galactus.
Oh, noise.
Small Silver Surfer.
Noise.
Yeah. I have all these guys except this dude.
Who's
I don't know
that?
who it is. Some dude named Herbie. No, I don't have Mo Man either because I didn't care much for Mo Man. So I don't have Herbie and I don't have Mo Man, but I got all the rest of the other ones. Even the Barnes and Noble exclusive of the thing I have, which is with the trench coat. There's a Barnes and Noble's exclusive of him with the trench coat, and there's also a Human Torch exclusive where I have also where it's just he has the he glows in the dark.
He got Bro Thor. Hold up, I gotta get rid of the.
I'll start like piling these things up like this.
He has Bro Thor right there. And he has Korg in the playing the video game. This man.
I'll block myself like a fort, like that scene from Family Guy. Hey, druggy.
That's crazy. Got some savages. Savages. All right. Well, I took off. Okay, that was weird.
Barnes and Noble's exclusive. Bye-bye.
Oh, you got the thing with the trench coat?
Yeah. All right.
I didn't do anything with the chat. I took off slow mode. Well, I turned it on, then turned it back on because maybe that's why it is. And he said, "What cartoon are you watching? Family Guy? Are you watching Family Guy in the back?"
Homie.
You?
Occasionally, not the new ones, but I remember that scene where he was in the high chair during that time. Brian was having a lot of alcohol, so he was like calling him drunky, but he made a fort in his high chair, and he was like peeking out, and he was like drunky.
Oh. My favorite ones were when Stewie goes and kills Lois.
Oh man, my favorite, and from those episodes, my favorite scene is when he's explaining it to Brian and his head is slowly tilting to the side. While he's explaining it. It's just hilarious. Like he's like explaining it to him.
Oh man, that was so funny, man.
And even the little skits that they have, like the flashbacks.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, did you ever see the one where they travel like not dimensions, but different people are drawing them differently? So they go into Disney
when they have
one.
The remote control.
Yeah. When they have the remote control and they go into like this Disney
so
one.
messed up because they was like, oh man, he was like, you know, Disney doesn't like Jews. And then when the Jewish family with the red hair with the glasses came in, they started beating the crap out of him. I was like, oh my God, this is so racist.
It's so fucked up. Um, but yeah, that's so fucked up. But the way that they drew, the way that they think that Disney draws animation, certain draws characters, is so spot on though. So spot on.
No, I really like that how the way that cartoon looked. It was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
They made us we were like blue eyes and a nice round head, and they were doing musicals, and then birds were flying around and all this stuff.
There's a
Yeah.
Brian and Stewie Funko Pop. How does the Brian one look? I wonder how that one looks. And the Stewie one, just to have a helmet,
I
football
wanted to get
helmet.
the Ninja Turtles, the old classic ones that they had the old classic design Ninja Turtles, and it had Casey Jones as well from
Hmm.
back in the early 90s design. But I only saw like I would have bought them all if they were there, but they only saw 3 of them. I'm kind of like that. I can't. It's like I can't have just. It's like, oh, I'll just get these 3 and wait for the 4th one to come in. I was like, I gotta buy them all. I'm just that type of person.
You know, I should have just bought all the Friends, but I didn't see them,
There's
so I
new ones
spawned.
coming out all the time. They have
Yeah.
Joey with the Superman outfit.
Oh yeah.
They have Chandler with the remember the bunny outfit he wore.
Oh, nice. I want that one. That would be good.
What else?
That
They had
would
the
be
other ones.
good.
The other episodes where they all dressed up and they're blazers and Chandler had that stupid hairdo. That was the episode he got his toe cut off
Oh. Wait.
because he had the sandals
Oh
and he was
yeah,
trying to
he
talk
has
to
his
Monica
things like
because she was
that. Oh,
skinny.
that's so
Yeah,
stupid.
they
Yeah,
had those
yeah.
too.
I
I've
want that
seen
one.
those.
Yeah, that one was good. I think I have that one, but he wore kind of like a Vice City kind of thing, right? Where he had the blazer
Yeah.
like this. Yeah, that one is the one I want
Yo,
to.
Barnes and Nobles was selling the LED light that says Central Perk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice. I'm gonna get that one. That was that should be good. Oh my god, the Ninja Turtles are fire. I just sent you them. I mean, the fuck.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtles look cool.
Oh
They
yeah.
have like the Casey Jones. I like the Casey Jones because it's the old classic 90s Casey Jones. He never removed his mask. Always has like spiky hair in the mask. He always wore it.
Yo, that Funko. Yo, the Stewie one looks man creepy. Look at that one.
That looks cool though. But he looks he looks
Kind
like
of
he
looks like
got
he's wearing dreads.
yeah.
Why does he look like he's wearing dreads? Yeah, this is better. And
Yeah. It looks
then
cool. I like it though.
I can't swipe.
Yo, we gotta wait till next year for Gotham Knights, man.
Peter Griffin. Oh wow, I thought it was coming out this year.
I
Oh,
know. I thought too, but next year.
Brian looks sleepy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they're gonna bring the other one because of Suicide Squad.
I thought next year was Suicide Squad one.
I don't know. But
Oh.
we only heard about that like once, and I don't know. Let's see. With Suicide Squad coming out, I can't believe they gave us Starro. I don't mind, but it was like too soon to show it to us, Peter. You better have like, gun. You should have hit that. But then I feel like
Everybody knew I mean, I knew that it was gonna be Starro.
yeah, I knew something, but I didn't feel like he should have like shown it to us just yet.
Yeah.
Which
That's
also means that he probably has more in store to show us.
that's true. That's true. Especially with the whole thing with King Shark, John Cena, Idris Elba's character. It
Yeah.
looks fun. It looks
Bloodsport, yeah.
Bloodsport, yeah. Forgot what his name is, John Cena's character.
Hand.
Oh, King Shark too. They're
Yeah,
having him as a Harley Quinn show in HBO. I love that show, bro. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it.
and I was watching it. Yeah, I'm gonna end up watching. I saw a scene when he first appears and Harley Quinn sees him in front of the door, and he comes in and Clayface is like, no, don't do anything. He's like, howdy, he's like,
Yeah, I think you're going to love. Yo, I love every character. They're so funny. I think you're gonna love Bane because he has the Dark Knight Rises Bane voice on.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Coffee there. Oh, and then the way that the Justice League, the what's it called, the League of Doom, kind of work as an organization. It's just funny too. How
Yeah.
Lex is like basically their Tony Stark because he pays for everything. So
Yeah.
it's hilarious. You're gonna love that show. I haven't finished the season 2 yet. I think season 3 is coming out though. I don't know if they canceled it, so that's gonna be sucky. They did. Anyways, let's go back to Justice League because we keep going everywhere. Shaddy, I will look at my phone after this. Um, so so let's talk about the Speed Force, man. That whole
Oh my
speed.
god, I love that scene. I could go back to seeing that scene over and over.
I listen to the song at least once a day,
And just when he's talking as he's going,
and
it
he's
seems like he's sort of
internalizing
sort of like therapy and very zen, like he's trying to, you know,
focus.
like yeah, he's trying to focus,
Yeah,
like make your own future, and then he's just like going slow as he's like saying all these things. It was that scene was good. It and we didn't get to see, I didn't like the way he was portrayed in that area, and that during this time in the Joss Whedon version, he was saving the Russian family, the only family that existed in that town for some
yeah,
strange.
yeah, yeah.
We knew there was people there, but it was only that family we saw, which was kind of stupid, you know. And saved the world. Like because of that, he saved the world.
Yeah,
He freaking, because it would have just been completely destroyed because of him going through the Speed Force and going to like save everything. And as he takes his every single step, everything in the background starts to come back to place. That was really cool. Oh man.
it was kind of like he was going backwards, basically,
Yeah.
and bringing back everything. And I thought that we were going to get something like what's it called?
Flashpoint Paradox.
Yeah, where we're going to see different scenes and aspects of, because that's what I was thinking. I was just thinking of like
Yeah.
he's going through things, so we're gonna see images of like timelines and stuff, and that's what I thought we were gonna see, like something like Tom Welling or something like that. But we didn't see that. It was more of him going back literally in time just to go back to Cyborg,
Yeah.
especially when he got shot and he was just trying to like I got this. I just gotta focus on it, and then he did, and then just when he puts his hand out and he starts vibrating, and then the sequence of the song and the slow motion and everything. I mean, this movie has a lot of slow motion moments, and it's captured so well and beautifully, and it just focuses on that particular character.
You know, it was funny. Somebody did a meme when the parademon shot Barry when he was running, and it said, "This guy's better than any stormtrooper."
Yo, that's so true.
Because the stormtroopers are always being
Oh
portrayed like they
my
always miss,
God.
and this guy caught somebody that runs faster than the speed of light.
That's true. He literally looked. He took a look at where he keeps going, and like where's an open space. He goes, locks in, shoots a couple times, and boom, gets him.
Yeah, and that part kind of broke my heart. I was like, the way it's like his acting was so good, like
It was
almost.
so good.
Yeah, it made me believe like he was actually hit by it. It was like, yeah, it was just knocked the breath out of me, and he's like trying to breathe, like trying to take everything in. I was like, oh my god, man! It was like, come on, you have to run, just do
Yeah,
this, let's go. And he was trying to heal as quickly as possible, not to think about like the pain. He was trying to focus on that,
it was. It
which I
was.
kind of feel like he's very zen. I kind of like the part when they all getting ready, and he does the whole like thing, and then he tries to like he does that. I felt like it was like very zen. He's like trying to put himself into like this is
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
getting
yeah.
serious.
It was. I like that. Kylo Ren's outfit is the best, but the character itself is okay. Oh, he's talking about the Star Wars mention that we were talking about. You don't like the Star? You don't like him as a character? I thought he was pretty good. There's some moments in what was it, the second movie where it was like, okay, a little bit of a teenage rebellion stuff going around, but that's it. Anyways, moving back. So yeah, that's such a beautiful scene. It was so done very well. The whole music, and I was noticing on how he was focusing on his music. I was focusing on how he was focusing. No, how he was working on the music, because there were some moments where it was orchestra, and then there were the moments where it was rock. I don't know if you captured that when they go into battle. It was
Yeah,
like rock in the beginning, and then it's like, okay, cinematic, and then rock again because of Aquaman, and then cinematic. It
yeah,
was I captured it. I was like, whoa, okay, why does this feel different? Oh, it's the music. Okay, let's go.
yeah. I actually enjoyed. Yeah, I enjoyed the music and everything. It didn't. I felt like it didn't feel like when he did Watchmen, which was a lot of old music. I felt that it was being used in certain scenes that I didn't like. I was like, yeah, you're not using the right amount good songs in a lot of these scenes. And
Hmm.
here I felt like there was he was using the music well. Like it was very instrumental. There was very the instrumental was good, and it like every single scene, even though like the beginning scene when Superman is just got stabbed and then everything is vibrating, you start hearing like an instrumental there was really good. Everything was you know because like the music actually fit with the moments that were happening.
Yeah,
Like he did it well. It was well edited. And I felt like this, if he doesn't do another Justice League or he decides that maybe the Snyderverse ain't gonna happen, then I think this is his swan song. And he did a hell of a good job ending it the way he did, even though there's such a huge cliffhanger in the end.
yeah, you got a point.
Because we're never gonna get we might not get the nightmare scene. And I know Warner Brothers, if they decide to feel like, oh, going over his head and be like, let's do the Justice League and let's try to finish it up, they're gonna get some idiot to probably do it.
It'd be so dumb. I think that they kind of did. They're so focused on their executives that they didn't hire a specific one person, or a specific kind of like a CEO movie goer, CEO branch manager, whatever the fuck you want to call it,
Yeah.
for DC to say, you know what, we're going to focus on this storyline for all these movies. And because they're trying to do the multiverse type, they're
Yeah.
going to hire somebody else for those multiverse movies. That
Yeah.
way, maybe if they can inflict those. If they don't want to, it's not, because it doesn't matter, because it's a own entity. It's their own movie. They can do whatever they want. So I thought, that's what they should do. I think that's what they should do, because there's one ongoing where it's a continuity thing, and then these other ones where it's just a specific story that they want to tell, which I think they should do that,
Yeah,
because
they did it.
it'll be completely different than what Marvel's doing, because Marvel
Yeah.
doesn't in a sense. Marvel's different because there's a lot of characters they can use, a lot of characters right now that have they bought because of Disney. They bought
Yeah.
them, but now how are we going to include them in the story? Well, let's take our time with it. Some of the characters they can't use. Specifically, like Sony, they have to be one in one with to get an agreement with Spider-Man and their characters, and Morbius, and what's the other guy's name, Venom
Yeah.
and Carnage. But then there's
Everything
characters,
that's Spider-Man related is Sony's.
right?
Miles, Venom, Carnage, Mobius, everything, all those things, which I feel. that just because Mobius appeared in the Spider-Man series in the comics, I feel that Sony should not take him. I think they should. It should exist in the Marvel in Marvel Studios hands, because
Yeah.
it's like it's Mobius feels more connected to Ghost Rider, Blade, and all those characters.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's much of a Spider-Man villain. I would understand Venom getting his own movie, and but everything else could just could just be left alone. I don't know.
Um, but they can't use characters. Well, which characters can they not use again?
Who?
'Cause,
Sony?
so no, Marvel.
Marvel can't use anything Sony has
And what else?
unless
There's another character that they can't use. They have Fox. So they have X-Men, mutants.
no, Fox has as Universal had the Hulk, but
Oh,
now I think you
Universal, yeah.
but I think Universal officially ended up giving the rights to Marvel
Oh,
Studios.
they did. Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's why they have She-Hulk.
Yeah,
Because I
you're
don't think
right.
they
You're
would have
right.
had the She-Hulk TV show if they didn't work it out with Universal. They would have
But
had somebody else from the Marvel Studios characters to actually appear there in order for them to even have She-Hulk. But we got She-Hulk and she has her own show. And Banner's going to be in there and Abomination. So we're going to get to see Abomination again. See what the hell he was doing since
right.
what was it? 2000,
It's
2007? Was it
no.
that Incredible
2008,
Hulk?
2008, 2008.
2008.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, are you asking us which of our characters was a favorite in this new sequels? Or are you saying that Kylo Ren is a good character in the Star Wars universe? Sorry, my cat fell from my water.
He's asking you.
No,
He's
I don't
asking
know.
you
I don't
your
know what he's
thoughts.
asking because he's asking nay or yay. So I don't know. Oh, and I don't think he's here. Okay. Anyways. So what else? There should be another character. So the epilogue.
Oh yes.
There was more than just that scene with Lex and Deathstroke and him hiring Deathstroke to go after Batman. He says his name, man.
Yeah.
He says, whoa, wait, before that, you said it in our text because we were texting each other about the movie. The way that Darkseid and the Justice League were looking at each other,
Oh, I love that scene.
that was a
After
good.
after after Steppenwolf gets decapitated, and then Darkseid smashes on his head, and he's just looking at them like menacingly, and you see them all look up at the boom tube, and they all have like that. You see them all there. Batman just came in. They're all looking at him. It's like, it's your turn. It's like that was like the best heroic moment. It's better than that moment where they're on top of the mountain after they just finished, saving the world. That scene there was like very heroic, like saying like, we're in this together. This is our team. This is,
Can I say
and
how savage though they were? Because in Joss Whedon, they they let the what's it called, the
the parademons.
parademons to
Yeah.
kill Steppenwolf, but Wonder Woman literally, and they show this, and I saw this scene by scene. The one in Joss Whedon, she jumps and attacks and destroys the axe or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But in the Zack Snyder unedited, she literally decapitates Steppenwolf,
Yeah.
which was so much more of a huge message of like, yeah, these guys aren't playing. It's a different
Yeah.
kind of Justice League. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, it's like, isn't like, let's send it to the Phantom Zone. No, they felt like, no, we need to destroy this now because what he was trying to do is destroy the planet.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna kill our enemy. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's better than just like trying to keep them alive and putting them on the side.
Basically,
Like
yeah.
Marvel doesn't even barely kills their freaking characters and they just disappear. They're just not there. Something happens. We
Yeah.
don't know about them, what happened to them. But here it's like, yeah, we killed the villain that was trying to destroy. Besides, Steppenwolf wasn't even as important. He was just trying to do a job where he wanted to look like he was he was capable of ruling near being rule with dark side.
And holding the
He was
anti-life
trying to look for
equation.
something, and then yeah, the equation, and so like for the fact that he got killed, I didn't care. I was like, oh, good for them. They destroyed him. This was like the Justice Lords when they defeated Doomsday. When the Justice Lord first appears, and then they're fighting Doomsday, and he just freaking lasers up in a freaking head. That's what it felt like. Like
Mm-hmm.
let's take the law on our own hands. It's like we can't have this dude alive because he's just gonna keep on coming back to try to destroy the planet. Just let it be. Freaking Superman was straight savage. He was beating the crap out of him until the armor got destroyed. He lasered the freaking horn out of his head. Then he got stabbed
Savage.
by Aquaman. Then all of a sudden he got swung into the freaking the boom tube, and his head got cut off.
Straight
He
savage,
dealt.
bro.
Yeah, it was just
Fucking
it,
brute force. Literally got tickled from that goddamn axe. Man
yeah.
said, ha. And then just destroyed
Oh
him.
yeah, that was. It's like I'm
Fucking
not
like
impressed.
that's goddamn Superman right there, man.
Yeah,
That was
it wasn't
savage.
like that. Yes, what was it that I don't even want to talk about it. That scene when he first appears in the Joss Whedon version. I'm also a little bit of what is it? A bit of justice. Uh, um, I forgot what he says. He says some comment, and then Steppenwolf swings at him, and then he just slowly dodges it, and then he hits him, and then
Nah. Man just came in, brute force. Ha. Destroyed him. Destroyed him.
yeah.
That's savage.
And we didn't get that stupid joke like with the explosion. I said, I can't even feel my legs.
Oh yeah, we didn't
Scene
even
with
get that.
Cyborg,
Yeah.
yeah. There was if you like I've seen Justice League enough times that when you see the Snyder Cut, I was like, wow, a lot of the stupid stuff got removed.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
stuff that I really didn't see the point of even having there was
No.
removed. It
Like
was
the
just
Wonder
like,
Woman and Flash. The Flash moment with Batman, I don't know what to do. That's pretty stupid. I mean, man knows how to save somebody in a deli, but then says, "Oh, I'd never done anything to save anybody else." I mean, you pushed the
yeah,
guy out
it's
the window, but I mean, you basically saved the dude. So what do you think? And then when he starts going around and from the debris that's falling on the people, and he just starts running
yeah,
around and going crazy. That was so savage. But there's one moment where somebody actually snapshotted it or paused it because they were watching it very slowly. But he's
yeah.
standing there looking at his work. So he's standing there looking at what he's doing and then going back to it, which is funny and cool, which I really liked. And it was a good. What's it called? It was a good Easter egg.
Yeah, the scene like when he was when Cyborg is looking at Steppenwolf take his father, and he thinks he's gonna kill him, and then he just like no, and he just jumps in to save him. That was really cool. Like it was, what happened in the Joss Whedon? I know that didn't happen. I think it was Wonder Woman who came down and she did the stabbing of
Yeah,
the parademon. She
yeah,
jumped in, but I felt like this one was more. It felt more better. It felt better. Like it gave, we know the thing is that we already saw what Wonder Woman did because we saw the Wonder Woman movie, and we're seeing and then we saw the Snyder cut because Wonder Woman came out, and then later on the Justice League comes out. So it was like we know she's heroic. You didn't have to be. She shouldn't always be the center of attention. Even that bridge scene in the Joss Whedon version, it's just her that jumps onto that bridge. But in the Snyder version, it's her, Aquaman, and then Cyborg right
oh
next to
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Like she became the center of attention. It's like how Wolverine was the center of attention in almost every single X-Men movie. They kind of put
Right,
him the center of attention. We didn't get a lot, there was not a Superman. There was a we got some of Batman, not a lot of it. and they remove a lot of the scenes from the Flash and a lot of the scenes from Cyborg. So
Yeah, they didn't have a lot for us for the Batman. They kind of made him look a lot weaker, which was kind of
yeah,
dumb.
yeah,
Basically dumb.
yeah.
And
I
this
felt
one
he was
he did
very
way more
powerful
than
here.
what he just did. In this one, he actually came in, attacked the parademons, went in and started blowing shit up and stuff like that. So he did more of the background work while they were handling Steppenwolf himself, which is
Yeah,
really cool. But yeah, okay. So back to the epilogue. So the epilogue, man. Savage. He told told Deathstroke about his name. Um, and then it goes into the nightmare scene.
yeah,
Nightmare scene. We see Deathstroke again, but he has a mohawk, white mohawk. He's with Cyborg and Batman, and Mara. Mara looks fucking savage.
yeah. Right now, after everything, because we get a little bit of backstory from that conversation when she's what she did to Aquaman, and then when they're having that conversation, like she tells Batman he doesn't know loss, and then that's when Joker decides to get into that conversation.
Yeah, and the
And is it like,
conversation that they have is pretty. Again, he's just trying to piss him off, just cause he's Batman, because he
yeah.
knows that he can piss him off. Which is kind of like me and Adam Shaddy. Like I know I can piss off Adam anytime. But hold up. And he gets into
Also,
his.
they said, but they never got the chance of Margot Robbie was supposed to be in Justice League to do that flashback scene
Uh-huh.
where Batman is holding her dead. And remember that conversation they had? And it said when I was holding her when she was dying, they were supposed to do a flashback scene of that. But Margot Robbie was unable to get to the studio because of scheduling.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I would have
Hold
loved
up.
to see that actually, just to see like Margot Robbie tell her like, kill him when you get the chance. I fell asleep?
It looks like you're like high as hell.
Nah. Tired though.
Like your eyes are coming in, looking at you. How the fuck do they do that? Like they go and look at each other like through their nose or something. Um.
It's like only looking at the.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
no,
yeah.
it happens sometimes. Sometimes when I look at like something for a really long time, it slowly start to get cross-eyed and shit. I'm like, holy crap! And I like noticed it. It's like, yo, it's getting wonky. That is usually when I'm really tired, man. I get like this one lazy eye is like this,
My
and
eye
then
starts getting like, yeah. One of them goes like this, and the other one stays up, and it just
yeah.
becomes sleepy.
So usually I have to do the rock thing, like, yeah, okay, I understand.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
make
yeah.
it seem like it's
Agreed. Same here. Same here. My eye starts
Oh,
twitching too.
man.
That's when I'm really fucking tired and sleep deprived. That's
Yeah.
where I'm like, I'm out. I'm done.
And I'm trying to finish Ready Player 2 just to knock that book out so I could start reading something else. I want to start reading some of the graphic novels I have there. But it's like I'm like zoning out and falling asleep all the time. It's like we're getting older.
Yeah, we're getting older.
Man.
So that's where we get the conversation with Batman and Joker talking about how there's only why you sent the boy Wonder to do a man's job, which we don't know which boy Wonder he has. Apparently, from what I read, that there's only one Robin in this, which is Dick Grayson. But they also
Yeah.
said that they were going to bring another Robin, which was going to be Cassie something, Stephanie Brown. I don't know, the one in the Dark Knight Rises comic.
Yeah.
I forgot her name. Redheaded, glasses.
She
But
was the one with the
then,
she was the one that had the full like black, right? With the bat outfit. She looked like Batgirl, but like the whole face was also
yeah. Yeah, but she was brought towards the. Yeah, that was in the future, but then they said, "Oh, let's bring her into the modern Bat Family era."
Mm.
Yeah, that's what they did because it wasn't technically canon yet. But anyways, that happens, And then he wakes up from the dream, which this is a reshoot. Like, this is a newer reshoot. I think it was done last year. Where he wakes up, he's in his Bruce Wayne's somewhere out in the suburbs,
Yeah.
comes out, and it's Martian Manhunter. Now, this was written really quickly, and it wasn't written as well, I thought. And a lot of people did it, like, said that. Like, it was written like it wasn't like he was talking to one person, and we talked about this.
Yeah.
He was technically supposed to be talking to two people. And it was
Yeah.
written differently and quicker, and it kind of felt like it wasn't a
Because
great
Martian
conversation.
Manhunter was in the original freaking person that was supposed to pop up there.
Yeah, it was supposed to be him and John Stewart, and that would
Yeah.
have been amazing to see, man.
I can't believe Warner Brothers actually fought him against it. But it was
So
like, oh,
stupid.
we too many black guys. Sometimes I feel like they like, now we're not racist, but you're a little racist. It's like, I'm sorry, but there's occasion, there's times where it feels like you guys are not giving us, what would harm do if you ended up bringing Jon Stewart? Like, what
No
harm
harm.
would be done? You know?
You're saying it's not canon, but yet now you don't want to bring him in.
But it's
What the fuck?
probably, and either it was because they didn't feel like they wanted to add another African American, or because probably they're thinking of having Jon Stewart appear in the Green Lantern series that they're planning with Guy Gardner.
And when is that coming out?
I don't know. There hasn't been that much talk, but they said Guy Gardner and Jon Stewart. They said they might bring in Hal Jordan at some point in the series, but nothing is set in stone yet. I don't know, because there's been less talk about it. I don't know. There's nothing being brought up that's new.
Hmm.
I hope.
Shaddy says Joey should be an actor, and if he does, oh no wait, Joey should be an actor. He looks like he would be a detective. I could see that.
Hmm.
Kind of
Ooh,
like, have you ever seen Seven?
question?
Seen Seven?
The Question.
The
You just have the face.
Question. Yeah, I could see that.
I loved him in Justice League. I could watch all the Question episodes in Justice League.
He's a better version of Rorschach than Rorschach is.
Yeah, I like the scene when he's like, "Is it? What was it? It's a, what you looking? It's a, you looking at my garbage?" Just said, "No, I look at everybody's garbage." And it was like, "What is this guy about conspiracies?" He's like, "Conspiracy, plural, it's a singular. Like everything is all
It's true.
connected. It's not like conspiracies." But even the reason I like it, I love when his character is because he was the one that was ballsy enough to go to freaking Superman and come out and tell him, like, let's talk about the White House weenie roast. And then he starts telling about the tape that he saw about Superman killing Lex Luthor and all that stuff, which was really cool.
Which I really thought that they were going to do a thing with what they did with the movie of Doom, where somebody has a contingency plan towards every Justice League member, and then that was going to be part of the show.
Yeah.
And I thought that they were going to do that, but they didn't. Which is like, damn, because that could have prolonged that show even further. And could have made it into maybe a to be continued thing.
It could have, because, but I think it's because of Batman's interference and really talking down to Waller. Is why they didn't design it, because they knew, Batman's here. We can't screw around with the Justice League because Batman knows, he knows his shit. So it's like we're too scared of him for us to even go up
Yeah.
against, because even this guy ended up, because they didn't want to do it. They brought in Doomsday. I remember that it was part of Cadmus. Doomsday comes in, tries to destroy Superman at the volcano.
Yeah.
And then that's when Batman comes out, and they end up they're gonna shoot a missile there, and Batman even calls Waller.
Yeah. He's like,
That he
call it off,
threatens her. That even when she hangs up the phone, she's like shaking.
Yeah. So I could have seen that show prolonged, man. That could have been beautifully done, and just I love that show and I miss it. And then they came out with the Fatal Five, which was even better. Well, I think it was a great nod to the old show because it brought in Jessica Cruz and her mental health, and it was just a really good movie. Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it. I was watching Justice League Dark the other day. I wanted to get into watching all the ones that I've missed. I got to see Apocalypse as well. Since I got
Okay.
HBO Max, I'm about to go in on that on
Oh,
one of these days.
I think it's on. I think it's on HBO Max. I could check right
No,
now.
yeah, it's there. It's
It's
there. I was
there.
watching.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's there. They're all there.
You should get it. Oh, you should watch it. You should watch it. It's a good one. And I think it's shorter than the other ones are.
Yeah.
What did I look as a kid? You don't want to see me as a kid. I looked ugly and fugly. Worse than I do look now. Um, but then he wakes up, he's talking to Martian Manhunter, he flies away, and that's the end of the movie, is it? Yeah, that's the end of the movie.
Yeah, that was the end of the movie.
That scene with did I send you this? So that scene when Superman is holding the dead body of Lois Lane, and then Darkseid comes in and holds his shoulder and
Yeah.
says, the something something. Do you know where that was?
Wow.
The Batcave.
Mm.
They were in the Batcave.
So something
That's
must
why
have happened
Superman
there.
hates Bruce.
I gotta see that movie again.
Because you could see where I forgot who took that picture, but it's like because you'll see it. When they go into the Batcave, you'll see like red. It screens, but there's a whole bunch of screens, but it's red on the screens, and then
Yeah.
there's something dripping down, kind of for the cowl and cape. It's there. So when they go back to it, when it's Superman holding the dead body and Darkseid in the background, you see those red screens again and that cowl thing. But you don't see the cowl, but you see like the
And
light.
also to mention, even that from that conversation with the Joker, it seemed that Batman has tried to alter time many times in order to fix whatever he's wanted to fix. Because even the Joker said, "How many times you have to alter? What is it? He says something about on lines of the multiverse to fix things." And it seems like it seems Batman has been trying to fix it for a really long time and has probably been sending Flash, which, if you think about it, it makes sense that Flash went to appear to Bruce Wayne and saying Lois is the key.
But then they could revert it back to the Zack Snyder verse because of that specifically. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Flash has altered time and time again.
Yeah.
So the little differences that makes it a little bit different, we don't have to follow the Joss Whedon cut, even though there's what two things where it's Mara's accent and then the suit of Superman black and blue.
Yeah, no, I could see that happen. That it being an alternate universe, that the Joss Whedon verse, let's just call it. Like if it was, it could be fixed. It could easily be eliminated and said, yeah, it was
But it's so
it's an alternate
stupid.
universe of what could have been.
Like they don't want to take an acceptance that they failed as a company for that Joss Whedon take, and don't want to accept it to the fact that Zack Snyder's verse should be canon. It's so stupid. They're so stupid. They're so arrogant, man.
I want.
And everyone's like hashtag revert. What's it called? Not restore the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you do that? Why don't you listen to the fans even after you did the 5 years? Like, just do it and it makes it so much better. It makes it more fun. And I'm seeing like a lot of MCU fans watching it and just like hating the Snyderverse, but I'm just like, you don't understand because you probably are nitpicking at everything you're watching. Marvel's not that great either, buddies. So calm down, okay? Because what they did is what they made tons of shows where it was canon, and then oh, you know what? That doesn't make sense, so it's not canon. Oh, let's not talk about the Inhumans. Oh, let's not talk about Agents of Shield because apparently that might not be canon anymore. You know, and they don't even talk about Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah,
So like,
and most of those shows were saying that they were connected to the MCU, but then now they're just retcon because Agents of Shield is. I mean, Kevin Feige said that he would include some of those kind. He can't. He's not writing them off. But right now, it's going to be a while before we probably even get any of those.
yeah.
All those any of those characters, like Coulson and whatever.
So I don't know.
Oh, they also said that they don't want to do the whole multiverse, bring in the mutants. They said they want to bring the mutants naturally. They don't want to
Mhm.
do the whole like alternate universe and they pop up and things like that. They want to bring them in naturally.
Again, it's so stupid, but WB is stupid.
And they said they could reboot Inhumans anyway.
Yeah, that's
They could
true.
easily eliminate whatever the hell they showed last time. They shouldn't have made it into a TV show. That's what's
Yeah, that was the
involved.
dumbest thing. They could have made it into a movie, and that could have been so much better.
Yeah.
They could have made that, and they could have, if they didn't buy the rights to the X Men, they could have. They could make the Inhumans the X Men for the Marvel fans, for the
Yeah.
Marvel movie fans. I think until they have would have bought the rights for the X Men, and then the comic book readers of the Marvel people universe would have just been like, this is our time to shine, move out folks, you know what I mean? But companies do what companies do, whatever. You got any last words for this?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
I got
We
nothing
didn't
either.
even
We
talk
talked about.
about Superman and
Oh well,
Lois.
we could talk about it right now. What was this one?
Well, we got
Oh,
flashbacks
we got flashbacks. That was a
of
lot of
Clark
fun,
Kent when he was
and it
young.
was done. I Different. Well, what age did he leave? Apparently,
He looked very young when he left. He looks like he wasn't even yet at his teens,
this
like
man looked
early
like he
teens,
was
maybe.
probably 16 and left to Smallville.
Yeah,
What?
it was kind of weird. All by himself. It,
I
that
was
kind of
like,
threw me off. He was way too young.
this man way too young, way too thin. Didn't even look like he was built yet. They didn't know how to control most of his cat. Well, he did actually. He learned how to
Like I would
control
understand
speed.
if he said like, once I get into college, then I'm going to leave.
Or right after
And
high school, yeah, I'm out.
yeah, something like that. Right after high school, then I'm going to leave. But his mother was so like letting him go. You know.
It's kind of interesting how they did that. And then his sons of leaving. One wants to leave, one wants to stay because one's doing good in school now. One's
I
getting his
mean,
heart broken.
yeah, he's it kind of sucks because right now he's not really doing well in football. His girl just broke up with him. He's in a place where he still feels alienated, and the crazy thing is that if you look at it, both Jordan and Jonathan are experiencing both are experiencing the exact same thing Clark experienced as one person. Both of them are experienced separately.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jonathan has experienced the alienation. Um, you know, he's not seen as the popular kid. And he's in a football game, but yeah, he's benched. You know, and then Jordan is more like he has his abilities and he's doing well in the football team, and then he's pretty popular with everybody else. And it's like they're both experiencing what Clark was experiencing on his own. Like they, it's a little bit of both of them are in, like a saying that like there's a, how do I say this? They all experience a little bit of him what he was when he left and what he was experiencing Smallville. So pretty
It,
much
there were
it's yeah.
different aspects in his life where one, he doesn't feel like he belongs there. That's Jordan, and having
Yeah.
social anxiety here and there, not knowing where his limitations are in a sense. And then there's Jonathan, where he's like, he got over he's getting a little bit popular because he's, doing football and stuff, but then it's kind of like him reverting back towards alienation and here and there, and then
Yeah.
doing stupid stuff, because I mean, I'm pretty sure Clark did stupid stuff too.
Yeah.
um which in Smallville you kind of see it, you're just like, really, Clark, really?
Yeah, remember that what was it? The car accident that caused his mother to not
Yeah,
be able to give, and he ended up putting the red ring.
you're just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You're not thinking, my guy.
Yeah.
You could have had a brother, but you fucked it up.
And he has that bar fight. Remember that bar fight?
Oh yeah. Wait, what bar fight?
There was that bar fight. He had to like he was wearing the black. He was wearing during that time. He was wearing the red ring, and I think he went to a bar at some point, and he got into a fight with a whole bunch of thugs or something
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay,
in
okay.
Smallville.
By the way, we got up to season 6, and my girl's starting to really, really hate Lana, and I'm like, I told you,
Yeah.
don't like her, cause she
You
gonna
you
turn.
start to be like, when is he gonna get with Lois? Yeah,
Yeah,
like it's just that's how it is,
but right now it's like Lois and Oliver, and
Yeah, that'll
it's like
end, and then
that's
Oliver ends up with freaking
Chloe,
Chloe.
and it's just a little bit weird though.
Hopefully, she's not listening because we just spoiled it for her.
She googles this shit, you know this. Um, but yeah, that's what happens. And the whole relationship again with Smallville and Lois. No, with Clark and Lois, the dynamic of keeping each other at bay and keeping each other focused on what they got to do. Um, her running the not running the newspaper, but basically being the only reporter there that kind of can make a story, which is kind of weird. How the hell do you run a newspaper with one person?
Hmm. I don't know.
Um,
How many articles could it be in there? I don't.
right? Like, how?
Yeah,
What can you do? You're killing yourself if you're writing everything.
yeah.
That's crazy. And then not. They haven't mentioned anything of Jimmy Olsen, but they mentioned like a photographer. Notice that, right?
No.
Which is now Captain Luthor. Which now we know that he was married in his Earth to Lois Lane.
Yeah, and then I feel like it was like the little robot thing that he talks to. It's like, this is not the Lois Lane from it. It's like, no, they're the same. And then I feel like, yo, get over it, man. She's not the same woman you had. You're
Yeah,
in an
it's true.
alternate universe. Like, how can obsessed can you be?
But then again, that Superman killed his Lois.
Yeah.
And that Superman does look like Tyler, because they can't cast anyone else like Brandon. Which I hope we see him again, man. I want to see Brandon Routh in that Superman suit, especially the Kingdom Come. Man, that suit looks so good.
Yeah. I think we next week is the Supergirl show, so I think, or is this
Oh,
week?
I don't know. This
No,
week
because
again.
they could have left us. You can't leave us with that cliffhanger when that Asian kid comes out and beats the crap out of Jordan.
Wait, so it's taking like time off again?
Yeah, and hiatus when Supergirl has to finish.
It
I think it's only a few episodes
sucks.
anyway.
But this show is good.
Yeah, I know.
And
I know.
it's nice, and it's filmed so good, and the cinematography and everything, it's done so well, man. I don't know. I'm being so biased right now, but I like it so much. Okay. What else is there? I think that's it. Oh, and the whole Kryptonite X, and then bringing back one of the the mom that reported her son being missing, and then he became basically Superman, Kryptonian with powers. And then apparently, what was this thing where he releases his energy and explodes? Solar something.
Something flare. I know that.
Solar flare. Oh yeah, solar flare. Yeah. But in this case, he basically solar flares his whole body and explodes. And that's kind of creepy. That's kind of weird. Humans can't hold that much power and then they die. So yeah. It's interesting now that Lex isn't really using kryptonite towards people, but Morgan Edge is. You know, so there's a difference between that show and Smallville. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a type of kryptonite that's giving them abilities. Because
Yeah,
I've never seen that. It's
X
orange.
kryptonite.
Never seen
Yeah,
that.
so in because I was googling this stuff, Supergirl's in, I think it was her comic, basically, and it was like a one issue thing where it was brought up as X kryptonite, but basically anybody that holds it, us humans, can basically have the same powers as Kryptonians. So they're doing that, and so they're, I guess, making it to kryptonite serum, taking it and then having powers. But they can't have it for, I guess, less than 24 hours. So it's kind of like interesting.
You can have it less than 24?
It's up to 24, I think. I think it's up to 24. Because he didn't have it for the whole time, or it wasn't the whole day, and then he just exploded.
Yeah, but this girl hasn't unless she knows how to control it.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I think you have to keep constantly taking it, because didn't he say he needs more?
What?
He needed more of the serum. Isn't that what he called her?
He was getting unstable, I think. They put him
Yeah. So he wanted more. He needed more, something like that. But it was unstable, so he basically killed himself. Yeah. So that's the thing. But it's funny how Captain Luthor is making himself into the plot now with helping with Lois Lane. I want to see how that goes. Because nobody notices that's Lex, because Lex looks different than anybody else. It's not the Lex that they know. So I guess the Superman is canon to Supergirl and the Flash and all that. Takes place in the future.
It's an alternate Lex, so we don't know where he came from.
Oh yeah, we don't even know which Lex this is.
Yeah.
Could be a random one.
Because remember, it all after Crisis of Infinite Earth, the Earths that got destroyed and the ones that stayed alive all became part of Earth Prime. So I wouldn't be surprised that he came out of his world and he's on Earth Prime and he has no idea. Like, all he knows is that he has to go after Superman because of, his planet or whatever.
All right. Well, that concludes this episode of Geek Mythos Podcast. Joey, take it away, because I gotta sneeze.
No, you want me to say something?
Yeah, I could say the ending.
All right, guys. Subscribe to us at Geek Mythos Podcast. We are in Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Check us out and subscribe. We're constantly doing what we do, getting into comics, talking TV shows, and, giving you guys some spoilers and some exciting news each day. So, guys, keep enjoying our show. The Geek Mythos podcast.
Okay, and with that one, guys, have a good one. Stay safe and see you tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Monday. I'll probably stream. I don't know. But my new schedule is gonna change here and there because I don't know how I like this new schedule. It's from Thursdays to Sundays from 3 to 11. So I don't know if I want to stick with that schedule at the new job.
From
It's
what to what?
3 p.m. to 11 p.m.
What days?
Thursdays to Sunday.
To Sunday.
Yeah, it's tough.
Damn. I mean, at least it's a couple of days and it's not a whole week.
Right, but it's like, how am I going to get anything done? Because I'll probably be tired by the time I wake up because I got to go to the gym in the morning. And then probably take a nap, do a video barely, or half-ass it. I don't know. I'll probably do most of my work those 3 days that I'm off.
Yeah.
But I would love to change my schedule, so I will see how that goes. Until then, I'll see you then, and have a good night, geek gods. Peace.